What's going on, guys? No Guides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I'm going to show you how to avoid the 45-minute and the 90-minute goal that you always concede. I'm going to show you a guaranteed technique to always avoid the 45 and 90-minute goal, and maybe even actually use it in your favor. In this video you're going to learn how 45 and 90-minute goals happen, how you can avoid it, and also the solution. The most important thing is this is going to be nothing but the truth and the wholesome truth, in all honesty. So keep an open mind. If you haven't got an open mind, just don't watch this video because it's not going to help you. But if you're willing to learn, then this is the video for you. Now, this is an example of a 45th minute goal. I want to put some question answers on the stream. So we're going to have like a true and false kind of type system. So write down a comment down below if you think any of these facts are true or false. Fact number one, 45 and 90-minute goals exist. True or false? The second, tackles stop working at around 45 minutes or 90 minutes. The third one, 45 and 90-minute goals only works if the ball has gone out of play for a set piece or gone out of bounds. The fourth is your team stop reacting at 45 and 90 minutes. And then the final one is the game only makes you concede if you are winning. Write down the competition down below, true or false right now, just so I can see what everyone's consensus is. And at the end of the video, I'll give you the what's true and false and actual facts. But let's go straight into the video. So we're going to go back to this example at 45 minutes. Now, the first thing to understand is the question I get asked is, why do a lot of the goals concede? So even if, let's just assume 45 minutes, just for in theory, just do not exist. Why do most of the goals happen in 45 minutes? It's because 45 minutes and 90 minutes are generally the longest minutes in the game. When you have a goal, or let's say when you have extra time, the game stops and, for example, it would say +1 or +2. An example of this can be found over here. So as you can see, we're coming towards the 45th minute in the game, and you're going to see on the top left corner, it's going to show an added time. Now, technically, if you're +3 minutes, +2 minutes, whatever it is, the goal still counts as 45th minute. So that's why, even if you don't believe in 45-minute goals, or whether you do, just based on pure statistics, most of the goals you will concede will happen in 45 and 90 minutes because they're the longest minute in the game. Because you can have 45 + 3 or just 45 and no minutes added on. But anywhere between that, it's the longest minute in the game. That's why you notice the 45 and 90-minute goal compared to the rest of the time. Now, let me tell you something more shocking. It does not exist. I've looked at over hundreds and hundreds of clips of all people from all levels, from elite, top 100, pro player to goal players. The goals you concede in 45 minutes are due to mistakes. The reason why is most players take unorthodox shots from 45 minutes because they're scared the time is going to run out. A lot of the time, lower tier players at 45 minutes, because they believe 45-minute goals exist, they normally push a CDM out of position, they create a gap, and then your opponent exploits it. So even if you're not a good player, what happens is that once you make a hole in behind, your opponent then exploits that hole. Now, this is the thing. Your opponent only moves forward when there's an actual guaranteed chance. And he knows if you lose the ball, the time will basically run out. So it's basically a free attack for the opponent to make an attack going forward. And if you make a mistake, because most people, what they do is they panic. They run out. You can see, for example, in a situation I'm defending, this is actually me playing. You can see my eye tracker as well. My opponent's got the ball and he's passing the ball around. You can see I'm not moving players. Okay, yes, you can argue I'm not playing a defensive formation. I got 3 players on stay forward, but you can see I'm basically man marking the central area. We're coming towards 44 minutes. Now, he has any time to go forward. He can go forward at this point. And obviously, once you wait for 45 minutes, normally it'll tell you how much time's added on. If there's no time that's added on, you'll just see 45 getting continued. Now, at this point, what happens is once the time is complete or the time has run out, if the opponent loses the ball and I get the ball back, the game would end, or if the ball goes out of play. So essentially gives my opponent a final attack, which I'll explain later on as well. So this is the thing. This is the goal that he scored. Now, most people don't shoot outside the box, right? And this is why, for example, if we just fast forward it here, you can see he makes a pass to Bruno Fernandes, which I wasn't marking very, very well, and he takes a shot. Now, this is the thing. If he never took that shot, there is a chance that I could have got the ball and he could have gone I could have gone forward and I could have countered him. So taking the shot is less risky for him, because then when it goes out of play, the game will end. And that is why most goals happen in 45 minutes, because a lot of the time it's human error. Now, you might sit here and think you're defending perfectly, but you're not. Go back and watch your videos. You will see that 45 and 90-minute goals, most time that people, they feel pressure, your opponents hold the ball outside the box because they don't want to take a risk, because if they lose the ball, they'll get countered. If they take a shot and it's wasted, then the ball ends for that half. So they play a bit more deliberate, a bit more slower. You, as a person defending, won't defend as well. Maybe you might run out with your centre back and therefore you will concede a goal. That's how most of the 45 and 90-minute goals are conceded. Now the next point that arises is that 45-minute goals only concede when you are winning. This is incorrect. You can concede a 45-minute goal whether you are winning or whether you are losing. In fact, to tell you what I do, normally most of the time when I have the ball, I deliberately hold the ball at 45 minutes around this area for my opponent to make a mistake so I can capitalize. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now as you can see, this is an example of me using a 45-minute goal incorrectly. As you can see, I had the ball, I had the chance to go forward, I misplaced the pass, my opponent's got the ball, and then he's got the last attack. Now as you can see, the time is already 1 minute plus 20. Now this is something that's important. The referee does not blow the whistle unless the ball is either out. So let's say for example it's +1, okay? If it's 30 seconds, the referee will not blow the whistle. If it's 50 seconds, the referee will not blow the whistle. If it's 1 minute and 1 minute has passed, the referee will only blow the whistle if the ball is in the middle of the pitch and there's no attack going forward, or if the ball is out of play. If your opponent is already making a run going forward, like as you can see, it's plus 41 minutes. If he makes a pass going forward, like so, the referee will not blow the whistle at this point once your opponent gets into the final third unless the ball goes out of play. So in theory, this opponent can go all out attack if he wanted to, lose the ball, and the referee will blow the whistle. As you can see, for example, like over here, he uses the ball, he has the ball in his feet, I tackle the ball, and you can see when I get the ball and then I try to get the ball forward myself, the time runs out, the referee blows the whistle. So that's what's important. The referee will only blow the whistle if the time is over. So it says +1, and let's say the time is now 10, let's say for example 1:05. The referee will then blow the whistle if there is no attack being progressed. The ball is neutrally in the middle of the pitch, either in the air or at the player's feet, and has entered in your opponent's final third, or if the ball has gone out of play. That is the only way the referee can blow the whistle. So let's kind of juxtapose this with a situation we had much earlier. So here, so the question is, how do you avoid the 45-minute goal? Now, as I said to you, it doesn't exist completely. There's no benefit me saying this. Do you think by me saying this it helps me? In fact, I lose subscribers every time I make this video because people keep thinking apparently I'm got secretly working for EA, or apparently I've designed this game, or some nonsense that I've heard. So here, 45 minutes and 33 seconds. Now, the key thing is that you want to hold the ball at your possession until the time has come. So when it says, for example, 45 + 1, the key thing is to not make a risky pass. You can see, for example, here, I have made a risky pass and now my opponent's got the ball. The safest thing for you to do is to pass the ball around, wait for it to be 45 plus, okay? Then let's say we find out it's 40. Let's just say Ronaldo Sanchez still has the ball. Let's say it's 45 + 1. Then you wait for it to go to like +101, okay? At this point, then you continue attack. Because what happens, let's say for example the time was 101. If I lost the ball over here and my opponent made a pass like this from Bruno Fernandes to this player over here, then the referee would have blown the whistle. That's what's key. So even if you think 45-minute goals exist, even if you want to believe it, let's say you categorically disagree with me and you think, you know what, this Neil guy, he's talking nonsense, he doesn't know what he's talking about, I believe it exists, then all you have to do is just hold the ball. It's that simple. If you're really worried that, okay, I'm going to score at 45 or 90 minutes, just literally, once it says +1 or +2, if it says +3, literally all you do is you pass the ball around. As soon as it's 45, and let's say for example if it's +3, let's say it's 45, and let's say the current time is 45 and it's +3, let's say +310 for example, then you go forward. Because if you go forward and you take a shot towards goal and you score, perfect. You win that round, you get the goal, should I say, your opponent will kick off and the referee will blow the whistle. But if you go any time before this time over here, there's a chance, for example, like you can see over here, that I lost the ball. And as you can see, it's still +1. It hasn't gone +1 yet. So my opponent gets the ball going forward. Now he's getting the attack. And as you can see, +30. The referee can't blow the whistle because the time's not run out yet. But once it gets, as you can see, to 1 minute just about, I'm going to pause at the exact time over here. He's already in my final third. That's why the referee has to let the play go on. So in real life, it's kind of the indiscretion and jurisdiction of the referee. They decide when the game wants to end. In actual FIFA, it's of course a computer. So the game decides when the ball is not in the final third and you're the attacking player in your opponent's final third. The ball is not neutrally in the middle or the ball's not gone out of play. So all you have to do to avoid it is literally just hold the ball at 45 minutes, wait for it to be +1 and then go on with your attack. And then you can get what is called the final attack. Here's the example of my opponent making use of the final attack. So here's an example. So as you can see, it's 44 minutes, he makes a pass. He doesn't go forward, he passes between his two CDMs. He then waits for how long is left. He makes an L1 trigger and you see there's no time added on. That means the referee decides there's no time added on. As soon as he takes a shot towards goal. So now sometimes the corners still get played on. That is the only time, the only exception. When the ball goes out for a corner, sometimes the corners do play on. So in this situation, he makes the pass. And even if, for example, I win the ball back here, he can have the final attack. Now, if I win the ball back here at any point and I tackle the ball and I go forward, the referee will blow the whistle. So as long as the ball is in his possession and he doesn't misplace the pass, the game won't end. As you can see, as soon as I get the ball, as soon as I go forward, I do a quick 1-2 and I try to make a run going forward. As you can see, the referee now blows the whistle because the time has expired. The ball has gone into the middle of the pitch and it's after the fact of the 45 minutes. And because there's no added time, the referee blows the whistle at that point. Here's one final example. You can see how I avoid it. So you see, I got a chance to go forward and it's 43 minutes on the clock. The only reason why I made this pass to Neymar is because Neymar is completely in the free. When Neymar gets the ball, I found out that the pass is too far ahead. Now, maybe I can cut it back, but there's no one inside the box. So I go around, watch, 44 minutes. I'm waiting, I'm running with the ball. And it's the thing, I don't want to make a pass in the box now, because if I do and he gets the ball, he can get the final attack. I need to see how many minutes are added on. So I'll wait for the ball to get played. Now the ball is at my feet. There's still no time added on, so I don't take a pass over there or a risky pass. I play it safe, where I can control the ball. Now I've gone to 45 minutes, I do an L1 trigger, and I see peripherally that there's no minutes added on, and then I do a first time fake shot, and as you can see, I lost opportunity. Once my opponent's got the ball, once he goes forward, the referee will blow the whistle. Now obviously I did this in a very quick second, so I knew there was no minutes added on, but let's say at this point, let's say over here, as soon as I saw 45 minutes there, let's say for example, I saw it was +1. What I would have done is I would have made a pass back to Renato Sanchez, gone up and down, wait for it to get 45 plus 102, 103, whatever, and then I would have continued the final attack. But because it was no minutes added on, I just continued the fake shot, tried taking my chance, it didn't work out, but I was 100% sure once I lost the ball there, the referee will end the game. So what I'm trying to say is, even if you think and you're sitting there saying, you know what, maybe this no guides guy is right, but sometimes he's wrong. Maybe you think I'm wrong. Even if you think I'm wrong, just hold the ball at 45 and 90 minutes. You will never concede. How can you concede if you always have the final attack? There you go, you avoid the purpose. Maybe around 40 minutes, let's say for example around 40 minutes, you start planning your actions. Maybe around about 41 minutes, you got to be smart. You're thinking my opponent may be playing for the final attack. As soon as you get the ball back, you got to be smart. Start planning, maybe start passing the ball around at 43 minutes. That way, don't forget 2 minutes in play is like 20 seconds. So be a bit smart when it comes around 40 minutes and be wise with your time. Time management is key, but also awareness. Thanks for watching, boys. Take it easy and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.